welcome to the the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and we could always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl Lana, your resident evil diva, and I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea, and I love my cup mug too because I just really love it. And you should get you one because it's great. So get your cup mug at lanagscreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period. Period.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I decided, in honor of the runway theme we got, I would wear one of my favorite shirts that has a look that is like circus or freak show related. But it is my Pythia shirt. Here she is with her two heads. Yep, love Pythia. Yeah, but excited to talk about this runway.
Me too. I'm excited to talk about all of it. And we're going to do just that. But before we do, y'all know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to this channel and all of our channels under the Cup Network because we are on a mission to get 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. I will say for the Cup, this channel, we hit that goal. So yeah, we got 1,000 new subscribers, but the mission's not over. We're just going to extend it. Continue. We need more subscribers. Help us out. Subscribe to this channel and subscribe to all of our channels. Help us reach our goal on all those channels. If you are a fan of we cover everything drag race here, so hit the subscribe button if this is your thing. If you're a fan of competitive television, reality television, at the Cup TV is where you need to be. If you are a fan of um, Eurovision Song Contest, at the Cup ESC is where you need to be. And if you are a fan of WWE Wrestling, at the Cup Ringside is where you need to be. We appreciate you for all of your support. Go join us on our audio podcast links if you need to check us out on the go. That link is also in the description below, as well as our audio, our Patreon. I can talk. I can. Our Patreon is down there as well. So join that if you need exclusive content, things that will never come out on the channel, and some things that will come out later. You just get the first sneak peek. So check that out. And follow us on all of our socials at the Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Do all of those things. And yeah, let's get back into Drag Race Friends All Stars. It is episode 6. And everybody's come back into the workroom after we have lost La Big Bertha. She's
Mhm.
she's been teetering in and out, but they finally got her out of there, unfortunately. But Bertha's out. Um, we've seen the uh third lip sync was well no second between these two.
Yep.
It was interesting to see these two both go head to head again, but Elips took it for her second badge, and so there was that. Elips cracked me up in this workroom part when she read Bertha's mirror message, and she was like, "Huh, this could mean two things. Like either it could go, she means she's wishing me well, or is I know like." I see you, Ellipse. I
Yep.
like, like,
Good
mm,
luck.
right, good
Or good luck.
luck. Oh, good luck. Like, and either way. But it was funny. I enjoyed that moment. That made me laugh.
Yep. But I was surprised because we also saw Cam's lipstick that she pulled, and she also was going to cut La Big Bertha.
Mhm.
So both of Bertha's season 1 sisters were ready to chop her. So I was a little surprised. I thought Cam would have
Mhm.
Moon on there.
Mm. Moon thought Cam would have Moon on there. Moon was like, if it's me, just it's me. But yeah, she thought too. But it wasn't. It was Bertha. They appreciated Moon. They wanted to see her stay, and so I
Mhm.
love that.
Yeah.
I love seeing that.
Yeah, I
But
thought it made sense if you're going off track record. Somebody who
mhm,
is kind of already eliminated already, like it makes sense to send them home over somebody who hadn't been in the bottom.
absolutely, absolutely. But um, They do drag. Everybody goes on. We come back in the next day in the workroom, and it's a new week. Everybody's happy. We're just excited to be in there, and mommy has to now officially welcome Elips into, as they say, the $5,000 club. I
Yeah.
love that. Mommy's like, I guess if somebody else has to join, it's fine. But and then there's still some who's like, well, y'all talking about your $5,000 club and your two pin club. We don't have any of it. So
Yeah. If you had told me that this top five or this top six and had me guess who would be the first ones to two wins,
hmm
I probably would have said Mommy, but I would have said Mommy and Piche. No?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mommy and Cam. No.
No. Hmm.
Mommy and Moon.
Mm,
No.
no.
Uh, Mommy and Misty. What?
No.
No? You
No.
mean Mommy and Elips?
Absolutely.
Elips? Elips.
Absolutely.
Elips is a revelation this season, I swear.
Ellipse is eating. I will
Mhm.
say, I like I said, I didn't watch the first season of Drag Race France, and I just am blown away by Ellipse. I'm like, "Who- huh?
Yep.
I like her. I like her. I can't
Yep.
remember. Did I have her on my team?
You did
I,
not.
I did not.
Unfortunately,
Mm,
yeah, you don't have anybody left from your team. Um,
That's what I thought. I was like, I
yeah,
was hoping. Yeah, it happened that way.
she would have been a good get.
She
But
would have been good.
yeah, I think she has had one of the best all-star redemptions ever.
Mm, yeah, I've really been enjoying watching Ellipse this season thus far, and can't believe we already at the semifinals. That's
Mhm.
crazy. After this episode, it's crazy. But yeah, Ellipse has had a great run, and so they are very excited. Well, she's very excited. Mommy, like, I whatever. It was funny. I enjoyed that moment. Nikki comes out after this interesting wall message, message. It was like, do you
Oh yeah,
speak?
it's about tourism. Definitely about tourism.
That's true. They're like, do you speak this language and French and German and like all these different languages? Like, yeah, sure, D, Dutch, nine, whatever. And it's definitely about tourism. Sure, it's all about tourism.
Somebody said that France is the most visited country in the world, which
I mean, that
interesting.
makes sense.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have figured people would go to either an English speaking country more or a Spanish speaking country more, just so there's not the language barrier.
It's
Um,
France and it's Paris.
true.
I mean, when you think about right, when you think about the places in France that you would want to go, you like Paris and Nice and like,
Nice.
yeah, nice. But yeah, I want to go to France, and the food is I hear is delicious, rich but delicious. Some I wouldn't know. I've never been, but after they say it's tourism, after they think it's tourism, well, one of them think it's
Cam
tourism.
did.
Cam thinking tourism. They come out and find out it has nothing to do with tourism because they're going to play a game first, and it's learning these French saying or getting your partner. You got to they put it. Everybody have gotten partners of two, and they played a game of charades. It was like guess the French sayings, which is charades, and I found it to be pretty interesting, fun. Um, Moon and Mommy Watta paired up together. Um, Lips and Peach paired up together, and Cam and Misty paired up together. Uh, at first, Moon was like, "Oh God, why did I pair up with her? Because she doesn't know what she's doing." And then Mommy Watches them saying like, "Why did I pair up with her? She don't know French sayings." So both of them
She's
thinking the
from
same
Switzerland.
thing. She's a sister. She don't know French sayings, and they're like, "Mom, you don't know French sayings either." So it's like weird, but they ended up getting 2 points out of it. So
Hmm.
I kind of
Yeah.
love that for them.
And they did 5 minute quick drag, which
Yeah, well,
always love seeing that. But yeah, I think if we were going off of the most entertaining pair,
yeah.
uh, Moon and
Mommy and
Mommy
Moon.
Watta would have
Moon and Mommy was so funny.
the struggles that they had. It was so yeah, it was
It
so
was
funny.
it was wild watching them do that. I was like, they are hilarious. But then I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, Misty and Cam is up. Maybe they'll have a better shot. Oh no, 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 they did not. They didn't do any. They didn't get any of them right. It, it was just like they got nothing right. They neither one of them could figure out anything. It was
Mhm.
wild. It was wild.
Also, it's worth noting to our French viewers, what was interesting about this is whatever these expressions are, um, the
Mm,
translations they gave us were not the literal translations as they are in French. They just changed them to match up with an English expression instead. So there were some where I'm like, what they were acting out does not match what I just read on the screen at all.
mm-mm,
So
mm-mm.
I was like, this is so confusing. I would flop hard.
I was just like, I don't know what is happening, what is going on. At this point, I was just in it for the entertainment. I was like, I don't know what they're going to, if these match up or what they're saying is true, because nothing they were acting out would be what I would say. Because I'm like, you're acting out pooping out, or and then it has nothing to do with pooping. And I'm like, well, what is it then? Like, I don't splitting hairs. Like, I didn't get it. So it was
Splitting
weird.
hairs is apparently flies having sex. I don't know.
Who knows? But they didn't get any right, and then it came to Piche and Elips, and at first I was like, "Oh no, are we gonna? Is everybody struggling?" And then they got two right, and it was like, "Okay, well," and it took a minute, but then all of a sudden it just clicked for them, and they were just rolling. It was after a while they got four right, and Nicky was like, "Y'all won, y'all got four." But Peach and Lips win the mini challenge. So good on that. Congrats to them because yeah, they got the most right in the mini challenge. And then come to find out for the Maxi challenge, it's Eurovision week. It's Eurovision time. And Logan is fuming because they couldn't be here for Eurovision, but they had another podcast to do, so couldn't do it.
Queenovision.
But it wasn't Eurovision, it was Queenovision. And I was like, yay, work. And I will say, I have more experience in Eurovision than David, so I'll be the expert on Eurovision for the cup today. and
I
my,
know America's Song Contest. Do you remember that fever
I do
dream?
know, I do remember that. I enjoyed it actually, but
Me too. Bring
it
it
didn't
back for a
come
second season.
bring it back. I enjoyed it, but
Mhm.
um yeah, it
That
was
was my first time podcasting on this channel. Was thanks to America's Song Contest.
wow, yeah. I enjoyed it. Me and Logan, we were like, oh, this is actually much better than I thought it was going to be. I have a song that was on American Song Contest that's still in my playlist today, and I love it.
Nice.
I absolutely enjoy it. I love that song. But Alan Stone is who it is, by the way.
Can't go
Mhm.
wrong with Alan Stone.
Can't go wrong with Alan Stone. I love that song. And then I went back and listened to his other works. Love it. I am
Mhm.
a fan. I am a fan of Alan Stone. He came to Birmingham once. I was so mad I missed him.
Ooh.
So mad I missed him. But yeah, anyway, back to France. So it was Queenovision, and the pairs that they teamed up with in the mini challenge is going to be the pairs who they will have to be with the Maxi challenge. And since Peach and the Lips won, they get to pick their songs out of three different songs and the color of the outfits that they were going to be in because they brought in a red, white, and blue um, choice for them to pick from.
Bleu,
Bleu,
blanc, and rouge.
red, white, and blue. And they brought them out, and everybody was like, "Okay, go." So they all went away to listen to the songs, Each of them had a song that they would like, but of course, Piche and Elips get first choice. Okay,
We skipped
the
something
songs.
important.
What did we skip that was
She
important?
teased something. She teased something
Oh, she did
very
see
big
something.
that the winner would get.
She teased a lipstick that was not like the regular lipstick. It was a red lipstick. And everybody was like, well, what is this about? And she was like, I'll tell you later. And she walked away. And I was like, Nikki, Nikki. I'm sick of these twists. No, I'm not. I'm actually not sick of the twists. I kind of really love the twists and turns. But she said that this is going to be a part and play, and their minds went to racing. They didn't know what this was. They were like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening?
Did
But
you have a theory?
I did not, because honestly, I watched this so early in the morning. I was like, let's just watch it and get through because I don't know what it means. I did not know what it meant.
Mhm. Yeah,
Did you have a theory?
well, one of them mentioned like, oh, you can send somebody to the finale, and I'm like, maybe, like that could be it. I thought it was a possibility for sure. But
Sending someone to the finale would be interesting, but also diabolical. Like, can I use it on myself? Because that would be the only way to make that happen. Like, I don't know. That's crazy. But we'll find out what that red lipstick means later. Um, but everybody goes off to listen to their songs. A Lips and Peach gets to pick their song first, and they decided to pick um the first song. I can't remember what it was offhand.
oui, je
Oui,
dors.
oui, j'adore. Oui, oui, j'adore. Yes. Oui, oui, j'adore. So they wanted Oui, oui, j'adore, and their color was going to be red.
Dang
Fine.
it! I knew
Dang it.
everybody would have
Everybody
picked red.
wanted red. Everybody wanted red. They're like, shoot.
Hmm.
But then when it came to picking the next songs between Moon and Mami and Kam and Misty, they were like, okay. They I think they both knew they kind of wanted the same things. And so they were like, all right, what if we let you pick the color and we pick the song? Or, and they were like, okay, yeah. So Misty and Kam decided they will pick the color, and Mommy and Moon will pick the song that they wanted. So Misty and Phoenix picked blue, which is,
Misty and
dang
Phoenix.
it.
Yep.
Misty and Kam, not Misty and Phoenix, Misty and Kam picked the color blue,
Bleh.
which everybody wanted blue if they couldn't have
Mhm.
red. But I mean,
I
blue.
wouldn't want white. I'm
I
like,
would
that's
want.
boring.
Well, that's boring. But Mommy was like, "Well, we'll just stick with white, but we want the song Cake,
French cake.
French Cake." I was like, "Ooh, I probably would have picked that song too." Even without hearing it, I think I would have probably picked French Cake because I just like the name French Cake. But they picked French Cake, which left Revolution to
Revolution.
Revolution to Misty and Kam. So we find out we did hear from Nicky that the guest judge is also the choreographer. One of the guest judges is what the choreographer for each song, and so we see them go off to go and do the choreography for. And when they said this man don't play, he don't play. He came out and he was like, "Okay, I'm working with a bunch of professionals. Let's get it done. 5, 6, 7, 8, and bop, 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 bop. Ah, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ga, 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 ga." I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah, there
Nixie."
was a lot. But I will be very honest. This is the kind of episode where I'm like, I should watch the dubbed version because I did not watch the dubbed version. I was watching the one with subtitles. So I was reading subtitles, but I kept finding myself every time the choreographer's assistant was on screen,
Oh, geez,
I
David.
kept finding myself going, oh, read. Oh, wait,
Oh,
wait. He's so cute. Oh, he's so cute. I couldn't stop staring.
oh, David. Not you
I
getting distracted by cuteness. That's
know. If there's any important conversations that happened during this segment, I missed it. I'm sorry.
luckily for you, there was not many important conversations that went on in this part of the show. They were just trying to learn. People were afraid of forgetting choreography. Like Mommy was a little concerned about remembering all the choreography. Moon was like, okay, I know how to dance, but are we going to remember all of these steps? That was their issue. Of course, we know Cam is always the one off step girl. She's like, I'm just not going to. My favorite part of Cam and Misty's part was when they were trying to get her to do the slide across the floor. And she was just like, looked like a little pony, poop, 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 instead of just the glide, slide, slide, slide. I was like, oh, Cam. It was so cute. It was so cute.
I did notice a lot of things with butts going on. There was Elips and Piche were having to like arch their back and pop up their butt, and
Mm-hmm.
then Moon and Mommy Watta were
On
laying
the
on the
floor.
floor,
Pop, pop, pop.
popping that ass.
Mm-hmm. Pop, 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 pop. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Elips looked so scared. I was like, I'm worried for her. I'm
I
worried.
was I was nervy for a second. I was like, because just the way it looks, like, I don't know. And then when they did the
Yeah,
kick
the
back, kick
hand
back.
holding thing where they were kicking backwards. I'm like,
Yes, kick up, kick back. I was like, oh no.
oh,
It was a lot. And I was nervous because I'm like, you're with Peach, who does this. This is what they do. And you don't want to let them down and you don't want to look like you don't know what you're doing next to them. It's a lot of pressure on the lips, I thought. But it was crazy. It was crazy. But once they did that, they go back into the workroom to get ready for elimination day. And we have a definitely have an important conversation about taking care of yourself and taking breaks and taking time for yourself when you're working so hard. And they had everybody pretty much expressed that when you're in such a passionate field as drag and you love doing drag and you don't know how to take a break. Like they don't, a lot of them like, I don't know when the last time I went on a vacation or a holiday. Like it's just, I'm just so into working. And Peach shared a story about how they never took a vacation until their body told them they had to and literally made them do it because they were working so much that they just, the body was shutting down and it really much made them stop and take a break. And it's like the guilt of feeling like taking a break is people don't understand it when you're in drag or when you're trying to perform. They don't understand. What do you mean take a break? It's like, what else are you doing besides performing? It's like, oh, getting ready for the performance is worse than the actual performance. Like I can perform and do that five, whatever that 5 minutes on stage or 8 minutes, whatever time I'm on stage is fine. It's the getting ready for the performance. It's the actual practices and the preparation and all that's what's draining to the body. And so I think a lot of people who aren't performers don't realize how much performers have to go through in order to get to that final product. And it's draining. And hearing Peach talk about it, I was like, oh, wow.
yeah, she was talking about how she feels like if she doesn't display excellence at all time, people won't care about her.
Hmm.
She'll just not be appreciated or loved, and that's got to be rough. Like especially being somebody who has such a great reputation like she does, not only in drag but in her music, in
Hmm.
her dance, everything. And you can tell she's perfected her art.
Hmm.
But I hate that she feels the need to just always be perfect
Hmm.
because I think people are going to love her no matter what, even if she
Absolutely.
isn't always on top of her game. I will. I
I
love
will
Piche.
too.
She's been one of my
Absolutely.
favorites for a few years now.
Mm-hmm. Love Peach. I think Peach does such great work and is so good. And you see how much she cares and what into what she does. And so can do nothing but appreciate it. But like you said, we are our own worst critics and our own worst enemies sometimes because we put so much pressure on ourselves that the people who are watching don't even have that pressure on you. If you took that break, they'd be like, oh, okay, you deserve it. But you don't see that because you're like, oh no, I have to please the people. And the people are like, girl, take a break. It's okay. We're gonna be here when you get back. Like, please take care of yourself. So I do hope that they all learn or know that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay. Yeah, we people get on you and critique people, but and sometimes you just got to block out some of the noise because some of these people are just trolls and some of them are just mean just to be mean. They have no lives, but you are entertaining us, and so we appreciate what you give. And you don't have to give any more than you got. You don't have to give any more than you got. Just do what you do, and we will be here to appreciate your next performance. If it's the next day or if it's 2 weeks away, we're gonna still be here when it's time for you to perform. So you're great. All of you are great. I enjoy watching all of these performers do what they do, and I appreciate them. I appreciate them very much. But
Agreed.
then everybody's like, but let's. I love that they like, but we still have a show to do, so let's go do it. And I love that. And they, they tell us it's time to get to the runway, and I'm happy when they do that. And Libertha is not here to do that. For somebody got to do it. So, and since they're going to the runway, I think we should go there too.
Let's do it.
We have our performances. Our performers. We didn't put the judges picture up this week. I forgot it. And oh no, this later. It's after this, so we'll talk about it later. I thought, did we? But yes, we did. Um, the performances. We J'adore was first, and I will say, when this song started playing, I was like, I could see this at a Eurovision. I could when I'm on the Eurovision channel, my once a year time on the Eurovision channel, when I get to judge and critique all the songs, I could actually hear this song that an artist will actually perform at Eurovision. So I'm like, are these songs that were rejected by Eurovision and they were like, okay, give them to them because we still want to use it for something? Because it sounds very Eurovision. But Peach and Elips doing We J'adore. David, what did you think?
I thought this was good. So I will give rankings for everybody.
Hmm.
I have individual and group rankings, so
Okay.
I'll give both of those. But I thought this was really like the word I did, or the phrase I used to describe this was campy confidence,
Mm.
because they were just like leaning into the old era, like cheese, but just with so much confidence on their faces. I love the gaps in their teeth.
Hmm.
It just felt like they were going a mile a minute. The choreography was hitting hard. They didn't slow down. Um, I did think Piche was hitting hard, though.
Hmm.
Like she
Hmm.
was hitting really hard. That facial expression never dropped. And you could see a little bit of the thought behind Elips. And I get it. Elips is not as experienced at this type of thing as Piche. So I understand that. But Piche was my standout. Uh,
Hmm.
but overall, this was my favorite group. I thought they were really good. I had Elips ranked number 4 overall,
Hmm.
and I had Piche ranked number 1 overall.
Hmm. I agree with you. I think they hit the gas. It was all gas, no brakes for them. They were off and running. It was so fun. It was campy. It was like I said, campy and confidence is like the best thing you could say to describe them. It was so fun. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. Like they hit the ground and I was like, oh, I'm with you. And they took me all the way through this journey. Even in the parts that slowed down a little bit, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, it went back. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. Peach definitely stand out. I didn't expect anything less from Peach being the standout in this challenge. Did not expect anything less. It was so good to me. I thought he ate, chewed, devoured all of it. She ate, chewed, devoured. She killed it. It was so good. It was so good. Elips to me was good. I think I agree with you. Fourth is the place I would put Elips in the individual ranking. Peach would be my number one, but as a group, this was my number one group of the night. Enjoyed. Up next, we have Mami Watta and Moon singing French Cake.
Yes. So this was a good song. I like this song. For me, though, I would have loved to see the other two groups swap songs. Like
Mm,
I think both groups would have shined more if they had the opposite songs of what they had. But with this song, what I liked is that it was sultry, that it was sexy, and both of them were selling the whole
hmm
sexy vibe the whole time. But it was more in their bodies and not as much in the face as I wanted, especially with Moon.
hmm
I kept really wanting Moon to deliver face, like give me sex. Um, Mami was giving me that. But what's interesting is it felt like the song was Moon's song. Like they were focused so much more on her. It felt like she had more lines, and Mami
hmm
was more of the backup person, but like the standout backup person. Um, and even with the choreography, there were times where it felt like Moon was falling slightly behind Mommy. And I kept like, step it up, girl, step it up. Because I'm obviously rooting for both of these two. These are my two
hmm
favorites. Um, but for me, I still thought that they did a really good job. I like the song. I think it's got a really cool vibe to it. So they were my second favorite group overall. For me, Moon was number 5 of the night. And then Mommy was number 3.
hmm I have a feeling our rankings are the exact same thing. uh, yeah, because I thought this was such a good song. I really like this was my favorite song out of all the three songs. This was my favorite song. I was like, I would put that on my playlist and be listening to that French Cake. I enjoyed this. I thought they were both very sensual, very sexy, but I do agree with you. I wanted it more in the face for Moon. I think she was giving me like she knows she's sexy, but so she don't have to do anything else. Like this is sexy. That's it. You get this, and she like everything
And
she
it
would
is.
do, and it is. But it was like it was no performing. It was like I wanted the performance. I wanted you to give me. I wanted you to ooze sex. I wanted this whole song should be oozing sensuality, and it for me at some points it was just like okay, I'm just giving you what I got. You know. Mm-mm-mm. It was a fun song though. I really enjoyed it. Mommy was my number two. Mommy was my number two. She kind of ate this up. She kind of chewed it and devoured it, and I was here for it. She gave me sexy. She performed sexy. She performed sensual. It was good. And I think, like you said, Moon was a half a step behind sometimes. It's like, oof. But she kept getting back. She kept getting it back. Like she never stayed there. It wasn't like she stayed in that half behind pocket. She was like, oh, okay. And she got it right back. It was some points where they were supposed to be synchronized and they weren't. But yeah, she was my number five for me as well.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And then Revolution by Kim and Misty.
Mhm. I did like this. I think this was the most uneven group of any of them. It you could really see the disparity in skill set between Cam and Misty. Um, I I mean Cam was struggling. I want to give her props because she had a very difficult task with this song. And this is where I was like, maybe they should have switched songs because
Hmm
this was really upbeat. This had so much choreography. I think she could have delivered the more simple sexual choreography that we got in that second song. But for me, like there were times where I was like a little uncomfortable for her. But what I
hmm
really appreciated about Cam is that even if she was struggling, even if she couldn't keep up, she was trying her hardest. Like you saw the effort, and you saw a lot of care from Misty. Misty was killing it. Like she was really really good in this performance. Uh, I like it's a shame they weren't judged individually because I think she would have had a great shot at being in the top this week. Um, yeah, I still overall liked it, but yeah, for me, Cam was by far number 6, and Misty was actually a really close number 2 for me. I
Mm.
almost considered putting her above Piche because I thought she was so good.
Mm. Mm. No, she was Misty. Misty was. I do appreciate Cam. Cam worked so very hard in this. She did what she could with what she had. I give her all the praise, but it was very lopsided. Misty kind of ate her up, and she she knew it was gonna happen that way. Seeing Misty do what she does, it was good. Misty was my 3. Um, I thought she did really good. She did really really good. But this was probably my least favorite group, but only because not and for 2 reasons. I didn't really care for the song that much, and I didn't really care for the performance that much. And that's mostly for Cam. And Misty was trying very, very hard to keep up with her and, work this thing out with her. But it just, sometimes either you got the skills or you don't. It is what it is. But Cam worked very, very hard. You saw her trying, you saw her giving her 100%, and you can do nothing but respect that. I can do nothing but respect that. It was good though, but not my favorite performance, not my favorite song.
Fair, I agree.
But then we're gonna keep it moving because here are our judges. Here they are. I think this judging panel kind of ate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not bad. Not bad.
not that bad.
This is my least favorite Nikki look from the
Yeah,
season, though, so far.
yeah. I mean, yeah, not my favorite from Nicky. I think Shine like ate,
Mhm.
devoured the headpiece that she had on before. Ugh,
Daphne looks good too.
that actually looks good.
Daphne, I didn't know you were the fourth member of TLC. What happened here?
Please, David.
Crazy, sexy,
Oh,
cool Daphne.
crazy, sexy, cool, wacky. Like, no. Definitely wishes he could be part of TLC. But no, this was fun. This was good. I'm not spending too much time on that because it's not about the judges. It's about the girls. And the runway is Circus Couture.
Mhm.
Up first, we have Moon with her big top inspired gown. Take it away, David.
I love this. I feel like a lot of the first of all, I really liked everybody. Uh, I thought everybody was really strong. There's one person that trailed behind, but what I noticed is everybody was focused on circus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they were all focused on the couture part.
Mm.
Moon was focused on couture. Like this is the perfect blend of circus and couture for me. Um, and it's just drag. Like this is straight up drag. I love the shape, love the colors. Her face looks great, especially the one clown eye here. I thought that was a
Mm-hmm.
nice touch. This is just another extremely strong look for Moon for me. I thought this was great.
Absolutely. I agree. I think this is a really good look for Moon. This was very strong. I love the big top couture look that she gave us. I love that she went with the red hair with this all this red and this white. It was so good. She looks like Switzerland in the best way possible. Like this is so good. Um she just looks so fashion. It's so fashion. It literally is. It's clown couture, like circus couture. It's fashion. Love it. I love it. Scores
94.
94. Yeah, 94. let's move. Cam, Cam Hugh, Cam Hugh. Oh, okay, David, go ahead.
I like the blend of camp and fashion here. I thought she really pulled that off, going for the magician's rabbit. Um, I love the colors that she added too, like these blues and yellows and the browns. They all mix so well. She had a really fun delivery of this. It was nice to just see her kind of let loose. And of course, her makeup skills are some of the absolute best of anybody from this cast. So yeah, I thought this was a really really strong look for Cam.
I love this so much. This was so, like I would have never thought about something like this. The rabbit in the hat, and she comes out of Jack in a Box. It's just like crazy. It's a music box, and just, the colors, the way it's like the pant. I want to call them pantaloons. Oh, shorts, like, and with these colorful ribbons going up the leg. It's so good. The same ribbon up detailed in the leg as in the corset. I absolutely love
And
this. I think,
collar.
and the collar, like, hello, and on the wrist. I see you. I see you, Cam. Like, it is so good because it could have been very boring with all the white, but she added all the colors to add these little splashes of like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then this headpiece and her makeup is just, this is so good. This is circus couture. Like, this is runway circuit. Like, I can't say enough. I love it. I'm obsessed with this. So good. Scores.
92.
I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. It's giving full cup for me. I'm obsessed with this. Like, love it. Oh, lips. I'm obsessed with this too. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when it comes to like clown looks, it doesn't get much better than this. This is so good. This looks expensive. This looks fashion. She delivered well, especially like changing her expressions, like the sad and the happy. I can't
Yes.
do that. But no, I like the ruffles. I was mesmerized by these ruffles and how they have like a darker crimson trim to them. I
Mhm.
just was so impressed with this. This was by far one of my favorite looks of the night.
Absolutely. I cannot stop looking at this look. When she came out, I literally screamed. I was like, oh my gosh. And it was too early in the morning for me to be screaming, but I was screaming. It was so good. And I had to rewind it because I was like, oh. And then when I was trying to get the screenshots and everything, I was like, oh, I get to look at this over and over again because it was so good. From the top of the hat all the way to her feet. This is such a obsessed. I am obsessed. Is it couture? Sure. It is to me. I love this. I'm obsessed with this look. And her makeup, lips. You are killing this competition. I am so excited that I get to see you and see your point of view on drag because this was so good. So good. Scores.
99.
I'm obsessed. I can't do anything else but give you a full cup because I'm obsessed. I can't love. Ugh. Obsessions. Misty Phoenix. Ah,
This is good.
oh,
This is good. The problem is, man, the standard was so high.
all
So
right.
if there was one thing that made me think, okay, I'm okay with, with Misty being in the bottom with Cam, it's because I thought she had the least impactful look of the night. Uh, it's very pretty and sleek and simple.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a nice touch having her ass show in the back. I wasn't complaining about that. I like this wig a lot. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a really pretty natural looking wig, but I thought that was one of the highlights. But overall, little simple. And I'm sure when she saw what everybody else was wearing, she was like,
Crap.
I didn't know we were going that hard.
It's good. It is pretty. It is very pretty. The Harlequin look, I like it, but yeah, compared to what we've seen on the runway thus far and what's going to come after her, it's kind of like, oh, she can't walk. It's just like we I love the scooch. I love the scooch down the runway. I love that. I'm a fan of that. Like if you go wear a dress and you go scooch down the runway, just take your time, do it. Not complaining about the little butt peekaboo. Um, but it compared to what we've seen, it's just like it's cute, girl. It's cute. Scores
80.
80. It's cute.
It's cute.
Peace, peace, peace. Mm-mm. You go. You. Mm-mm.
Yes. No, I thought this was so clever, so dumb, so campy. Once again, Piche is just proving that she is the camp queen of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was such a clever idea. We haven't seen anything quite like this. We've seen illusions where
Mm-hmm.
people move their body in a specific way, but not not on this level. This was really impressive, and it had me really like trying to get the physics of how she was doing this. I'm glad we got a demonstration later. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I just realized, is that supposed to be Nicky pushing her? That looks like
Mm.
Nick. Doesn't it look like Nicky's face on the mannequin?
Hmm.
I
A
bet
little
it's,
bit.
bet
A
it's
little
supposed to be.
bit.
Yeah, I thought this was really cool. For concept, it gets a lot of points. The only issue for me is I thought the mannequin, the what do you call those people that read the
Fortune tellers.
fortune teller? um, I thought it did not look realistic, and I wanted it to have a little bit more of a realistic illusion to it. But
Mm-hmm.
overall, I still thought this was really, really cool, and I liked her showing off her Romani roots, just like
Right.
Moon did too. Yeah.
Absolutely. I want to say I was so impressed with this concept. So impressed. I was like, Moon, Peace, you are insane. You are insane for this. And then the way, like you said, the demonstration of how they pulled this off, it was crazy. Um, Concept 10 out of 10 would recommend. Like the concept is crazy good. The execution I like. I like it. I really do. My favorite part is when she turned around and was kicking her legs like "Toot, toot, 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 toot." I was like just to show like yes, these are my legs. I'm doing this. But it was such a good concept. It was so crazy. It was something I've never seen on the runway before. So I was impressed. I was impressed. But fashion couture was the couture part for me. I'm like, where's the couture part? Where's the circus? Yes. The couture, mm, but scores
91.
90 for me. And last but not least is Mami Watta.
Definitely not least. Uh, when she came out on that little bicycle, I was like, oh, it's giving Saw.
Uh,
But I'm glad she didn't stay on the bike for very long
mhm,
because when she stood up, and I just got to soak in
mhm,
everything she was displaying here. It felt like art.
mhm,
I love this. Like all the different arms. And I love it when somebody has something like this with all the different arms. And I have to like figure out, okay,
which one is
where are the
yours?
real arms?
Yes.
Took me a second, but I got them.
Mhm,
They're the ones that are positioned in normal places.
mhm,
I know, shocking, right? But no, I and just kind of the artistic, like it's almost like a sketch that's come to life.
mhm,
And the silhouette with the wavy pants just so cool. This is going to be a look I remember for a while.
Yeah.
This is my favorite of the night.
Oh, it looks like to me that she just, like you said, it's a sketch, like she just stepped out of a sketchbook. It's very, like, very 2D, even though it's not 2D, but when you look at it from the front, it looks like it should just be that. And it's so good. The art, the artist, anybody who's an artist should just like absolutely fawn over this because it's so artistic, it's so beautiful. Looks like you said, like straight out of a sketch art book. Um, I love this. I love this. The more I look at it, the more I love it. I love it. Scores.
I'm doing it. It's getting a full cup for
I'm going to give it a 99. I'm going to take your place. I'm going to give it a
me.
99. But I love this. I love this. But we see them come off the get on the runway, and Nicky is like, so first of all, they loved everything. They went through. They were like, we they talked about performances. Did they talk about the performances? No.
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah,
didn't.
yeah. They talked about performances. So let's talk about the performances. Let's talk about what the judges' critiques about everything in the performances or whatever. Did they do that first? Or am I going? Am I
Let's
jumping
say they
ahead?
did. I don't remember, but let's say they did.
Let's
Yeah.
say they did. So they talk about performances and they jump, they're talking about everybody. They're giving their critiques. I kind of agreed with mostly everything that the judges were saying. It wasn't anything that I wasn't thinking. I don't, was there anything that stood out to you that you were like, yeah, I agree with or I don't agree with?
No, it seemed like they were pretty complimentary towards everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and uh, yeah, I agreed because I thought everybody did well.
Mm-hmm.
Even the people who struggled, you could tell that there was a lot of effort, and that's what I
Absolutely.
want to see at least. So yeah, I thought the critiques were pretty good.
Absolutely. But then Nikki was like, I do have one question for you all. And everybody was like, oh no, not the question. Because we all know what the question is on Drag Race. And you don't want to answer the question. And Nikki was like, I have to ask you the question.
I did think they were being extra dramatic about it in their confessional. I'm like,
Hmm.
girls, you've come to expect this, right? Like
Right.
this.
You've been here before. Act like you've been here before. You know what the question is. And go ahead, just answer the question. Nikki said, my question is for you if you would move over. And they're like, what? No, like move over. Move over. And they Misty toots over, they all move over. And then she says, Magnetica. And they were like, what? Magnetica. And Magnetica walks back onto the stage looking like this. Looking like this. If I have never said this, I and I know I have. We are always so robbed of the looks that Magnetica has. Like, look at this. First, she comes out in this red and white, like a circus tent. She comes out, and I'm like, okay, we got another big top, but it's pretty. The mask, the face mask, gorge, love. Then she turns around and she takes this red and white thing off. And underneath it is this cheetah print dress, mermaid style dress. And she turns around with cheetah print wigs and this amazing makeup. I hate it here. This is what we're missing every time we send Magnetica home first. This is what we're missing. I blown away. She looks so good. This is so good to me.
I agree. I will say when she first came out in this red thing, I was like, okay, that's cool. But that's not the Magnetica. I know.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
want to see the Magnetica. I know. And I'm a little underwhelmed by this. So I was glad she took it off quickly and revealed this incredible leopard woman. This is stunning. Just the makeup. Like, look at this face. Like, how does one do this in whatever amount of time they have? Also, where does one do this?
Where does
Where did they put on their makeup? Where did they get ready? Because they couldn't have done it in the workroom with everybody else.
mm-mm.
They
This
probably
is
had their own trailers to get ready in. I'm assuming the same wherever they get ready before their entrance looks. That's probably where they got ready. Um, but yeah, this was top tier. Especially this the second half was for me. Um, I don't know that I needed the first half, but I really like what this ended up being.
I liked the first half. I think it gave us the circus part of it, and then this part was the couture part of it.
Mhm.
I loved it. I loved it. Scores
96.
97. Love. Soa de Muse, our fortune teller.
What did you think, Lana? Since you started last time,
Sure, I love this. Purple is my color. I'm a big fan of purple, and this purple velvet number, it looks so pretty, so rich, like velvet usually likes to look. I like that she had the little tarot card in the on her waist in the torso area with the hands. It was like, okay, yes, I'm the fortune teller, but she didn't have to hold her own cards because why not? She looks beautiful. I think her makeup was beautiful. I thought this was pretty. It was very, very pretty. I really enjoyed it. It was very, very fashion and it's very circus. So I like this.
I agree. Purple, rich. Velvet, rich.
Mm-hmm.
Gold, rich. Yeah. Like there's a theme here. I really liked all of the elements she had. It just felt expensive. Um, and yeah, I agree. Her makeup was really impressive. I love the contacts. It added this mystique to everything. There's so many details that the more you look at it, the more you pick up on. So I thought this was a really good bounce back for her after having kind of a rough start in the season. I thought this was a great way to return.
Absolutely. Scores
92.
95. Punani. I Punani. I have been so impressed with Punani this season because Punani has been hitting a lot more than she's been missing this season for me, and I enjoyed this. This was very campy with the whole other person that she was balancing, and I love that they look alike. It was like that was her own
Is
twin.
that Rose?
I don't think that Rose. No, it looks like Pilani's sister. I don't know, but it was good. I like this checkered or diamond bodysuit paired with this blue and this yellow or gold. It looks good. It looks good. I really enjoyed what she did with it. I like the feather headpiece. It was just a good look. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I agree. I like this a lot. I thought it was super cool that she was able to incorporate this leopard woman into her look in the background. I thought that was so
You're
cool.
so stupid. You're so stupid.
Hi, Magnetica. We see you back there.
You're so dumb.
No, this was definitely one of my favorites of the night. I thought it looked fashionable, couture. I love all of the different elements, great colors. I like blue and anything in the checkers. Going for like a strong woman was smart. I wouldn't have thought to do that. So yeah, this was really, really good.
Scores
94.
92. And last but definitely not least, Big Bertha. Bertha, you and Peach was going for it. You and Peach would have been having a showdown with this runway. This was so fun. This was so cool to see. I like that she was like, look how flexible I am with my legs behind my head. It's so good. I thought this was cute. I thought this was fun. Um, I was wondering what the couture is. Same critique that I gave about Piche, I will give about Bertha. The concept I'm here for. I love it. But where's the couture part of the circus? That's where we're lacking. But I adore the concept. It's so good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought the concept was killer. Another thing that I've never seen on Drag Race before. So this is really clever. And she must have been, I don't know, was she duck walking all the way down the runway? How'd you move, girl? Maybe wheels under there? I don't know. But either way, I was impressed. And I really like this wig on her. It
Mhm.
definitely gives, once again, that Romani vibe that she was going for here. Um, I don't know that I needed the the tattoo nude
Mm,
illusion thing, but
mhm.
that's okay. I didn't mind it. It didn't match perfectly, but it's okay. I still really like this.
Right. I agreed. Scores
90.
90. Let's look at all right.
Mm-hmm.
But after all of that, we find out now what this red lipstick is all about. Because the winner of the lip sync is not going to send someone home. That's why they don't get the black lipstick with the name on it. They get this red lipstick that they are going to be able to save one person. And it could be either be the two of the bottom or one of the returning players, returning contestants. So if they picked one of the returners, the two in the bottom will then go home. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. But then I thought about it. I was like, but why would they do that? Like,
Friendship.
I guess for me personally, I'm like, but why would I do that? I don't know. I personally wouldn't do it because I'm like, for what? You got sent home, go home.
You could take out a threat. If you're sending home two people
That is true
and
too.
bringing somebody back in who hasn't been there the whole time, you could play the game. You could
You
shake
could
things up.
now if they would have. Okay, I'm gonna say what my strategy probably would be. Now hearing that, I would send those two up because Misty has been doing really good. Cam is always going to do good fashion on the runway. And if she get a challenge that she could do well in, and then the runway, she can do well. Misty has been doing really, really well as well on both runways and challenges. You send them home and you bring back Magnetica,
Mhm.
who without first, who apparently they don't understand,
Yep.
she might just go home again the next week. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Did that
Does.
happen though? Did that happen though?
I thought there was a scenario where it could
Mm-hmm.
happen
Mm-hmm.
because we did find out who our top two were, our winners. Hmm.
Peach
So,
Elips. I mean,
yep.
and
Yep.
I would have agreed with that. Not the cat saying hello.
Yep.
Welcome,
Bye, Lily.
Violet. But yeah, Pete, I think I agree with this. They were the best group to me in the challenge. So I probably would agree with them being at the top.
Hmm. But for me, I thought there was a scenario. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking, mm, Elips has her season one sister Cam.
Mm-hmm.
They've worked together. They've been in the top together a couple times. I
Mm-hmm.
can see Elips saving Cam,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of track record. But Peach
Okay.
was really close to Punani. Peach didn't
Yes.
think Punani should have left when she did.
Yes. Agreed. I was thinking that too. I was thinking that too. And we saw Peach was considering that as well.
Mm-hmm. And Punani was considering that. She knew who she needed to plead to,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and she
Mm-hmm.
knew how to plead. Yeah, so I definitely was not sure where this was going to go.
Yeah, but we did have our bottom two as well, which we weren't that surprised by.
Mhm.
It was Cam and Misty. Not surprised. Not surprised.
Can we just take a second to say our season two girls, Moon and Mami, are
They
semifinalists.
they eating it up. When I tell you, I'm so happy for our season two girls. Look, I know I'm sorry, we're a little biased
We're a little
here, but
biased.
we really love our season two girls, and
Mhm.
they are
And
eating
Piche.
this competition. And Peach,
Yep.
they're eat, they eating, they
They
eating.
are three of the top five, and hey, it could be, depending on what Piche does, we could end up with four season two girls in the top five.
It is. But we do. They go backstage, and the returners are there. The eliminated contestants are there, and they're talking, and everybody's pleading their case. It's like, I mean, not Moon and Mommy because they're safe. They don't have to plead anything. But everybody is like just putting out there why they feel like they should come back, and some of these pleas were very, very good. Some good pleas. Like you said, Punani knew who to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
Punani knew exactly who to talk to, and she knew how to talk to Peach, and she did what she needed to do. She did. She just like, look, I don't think I should have went home when I went home. Um, I want to be here. I'm friends. Like, put the friendship card out there. Like, everything needs to be thrown out there. And she threw it out there. Magnetica's speech was like, I feel like seeing my type of drag in the finals would be something that a lot of people should see or would want
Mm-hmm.
to see because we don't usually see that type of drag in the final or in a semifinal or in the final. And I want to be one of the people to do that. And I was like, oof, good plea. Good plea indeed. My only one that I was like, okay, girl, you don't really want to come back was Soa's.
Yeah. She was okay with leaving when she left. So I was like, when they ask everybody, like, who wants to come back? And they all raise their hands, they're all like, and so I was like,
I guess.
that's
She
the
was
line, right? I have to say
right.
yes,
I
right?
have to say yes, even though I could care less. I think, and her plea said it. Bertha was looking at Elips and was like,
Redeem yourself. Make up for your
"Make up
wrongs
for
that you
your wrongs." I loved it. I kind of, hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do, and she did.
two wrongs
But
don't make a right, but a wrong and then a right makes a right.
absolutely, absolutely. And she was ready to make that right. She wanted it to be right. But we see Peach and the Lips go write their name of who they wanted to save on this lipstick, and they went out to go perform their lip sync.
Mm-hmm.
This lip sync was interesting to me, but the way they showed it and edited it, I was like, okay, we know. Okay, we know. We know what's about to happen because I think they both did a really, really good job, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I think they both kind of did a really good job with this song. But somebody was undeniable.
True. I'll say this is maybe my only complaint about the season so far because I've really loved. I think this is my favorite Drag Race season this year.
Hmm.
My only issue though is the way they edit these lip syncs every
They make
single
it
week. It
obvious.
is so obvious who's
They
winning.
make it so obvious.
It's so obvious, and not just because the person deserves to win, but because you're focusing on them 2/3 of the time. Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah.
Hmm.
So, but
Yeah.
I did think Peach did well. She did really well. And this was not my favorite from Elips. I thought Elips was not bad, but I didn't see that same fire that I had seen her previous two lip syncs. So for me, I was like, yeah, this feels like Peach's time to win. Peach should have a win by now, so
Hmm.
give it to her.
I kind of feel like her lips kind of pulled back some. I do. I think she pulled back a little bit. I think maybe she wanted to let Peach have a win. And didn't want to be a huge target with three. I don't know, but I don't know. I felt like she pulled back a little bit in this performance. It was very much like, okay, girl, here you got it, you got it. And I was like, oh, that's what we doing. But it was interesting. I didn't know. I felt like it was a little pullback, but yeah, Peach kind of ate it up. There was no question about it. She ate, she deserved, she devoured. She was very happy to get her first Nicky badge, and she was like, "It only took me 6 weeks to do it." I was like, "Period." But congratulations to Peach. Peach wins, and now it's decision time for Peach to show who she decided to save, and she's like, "This is hard. This is a hard decision, and I don't want anybody to go." Blah blah blah. All the normal stuff. Blah 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 blah. But somebody gotta go. And she pulls out the lipstick and she saves Misty.
Yes. Did you notice they didn't even have the other like eliminated
No,
queens out there?
they
So
just
it's like they weren't even trying to convince us that it could have
could
been
be.
any of them. So I
Yeah,
was like,
I, I was wondering about that. I was like, are you just not going to let us think that they will go pick somebody else
right.
and send these two home? But no, they didn't. And no, they didn't. She saved Misty, and Cam was eliminated.
And she's been one that's talked about wanting to play fair. That's
Hmm.
why she had some issues with Mami cutting Punani when she did. So this makes sense. Cam definitely had the worst track record left of the top five, even though she's had 2 wins.
Hmm.
Um, and Moon hasn't had a win yet, but I still think third time in the bottom, 3 strikes you're out.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And she took it very well. She knew. It was like, okay, yeah, it's kind of my time at this point. But she went home in such an amazing look. Like, you went home in that she might be in my, you went home in that at the end of the year.
There's a few
Because,
from this season that are in the running for that.
yeah, because she went home in that. So good. That's such a good look. But Cam's gone. And next week is the semifinals. And we have a roast.
Yeah. We've already seen a roast from Mami Watta, and she killed it.
Mm-hmm. So maybe she can just toot her way on into the finals. I would love it.
Mhm.
I would love it. But that's where we're gonna leave off because that's all we got.
Yep.
We're gonna be back
Only
next
two
week.
episodes to go.
2 more to go. I'm sad.
Which I don't
Oh.
know if you've heard this. I think it's fact. I think it's out there as a fact. But so we have our semifinals next week, and then the week after we have our finale.
Mm-hmm.
But for the first time in All Stars history, we're getting a live finale. So we've seen lots of live finales for
Right.
regular
France.
seasons for
Mm-hmm.
France and for US and uh, España, but
Mm-hmm.
never a live finale for an All Star season. I want to go.
Oh.
I wonder if it's already filmed. It probably has. I don't know.
I don't know. Is there an update?
Yes, nothing has changed in our draft. Yeah, so currently we have Lana in fourth place with 15.5 points, David in third place with 38.5 points, Logan in second place with 55 points, and Kamorian in first place with 61 points.
Okay. Well, there's that. I
And
don't look.
we
I don't
yeah,
even
we
know why.
each have 3 people left except or sorry, we each have 2 people left
Is that right?
except for you. Even though there's top 5, it's because Kamorian and Logan share Mami Watta.
Yeah. It's okay. It's all right. I'm done with this draft. I don't really care anymore.
I think you had the first 3 people out.
mm. Wow.
It's almost impressive.
Wow. That is impressive. That is, you
If you
know,
had Magnetica, Soa, and Punani.
yeah, yep. Well, I guess we all know who did not look at spoilers and who did not check things and try to,
Mhm.
I don't know anything about these. I just pick who I liked, I guess. It's fine.
Lily was very upset for you when
I
she
know. Thank you, Lily. I really appreciate your, yeah, thank you. But that's going to do it for us. We're going to get out of here because it's been a day and we still got things to do. So I appreciate all of you for sticking around and watching us. Please let us know in the comments what you think about this episode, about what was going on. Tell us who you think is going to, who's winning. Who are you putting your horse behind? Because nobody who I picked was going to win. So who are you betting on to win this whole thing? Thank you. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to all of our channels. All the links will be in the description below in our link tree. Click on them. Help us subscribe. Help us reach our goals and our mission. Um, Follow us on all of our socials. Follow us on our audio platforms. Join our Patreon. Get your mug, and you can follow David and myself on the socials if you wanna. You don't have to, but if you want to, great. And we're gonna go make more content. You stick around and hit the next video. But see y'all next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.